Hey everyone, I'm Gary DeLisi, and welcome to part 27 of my new CD purchases. Now, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, help support my channel, and get updates every time I post videos such as these. Not a huge selection today, or a huge haul, I should say. Little stack here. Also have a couple cassettes I grabbed today, which I'm probably going to show at the end of the video. So get right into it. This one I grabbed from Amazon. I owned it before, I was missing it, had to get it back again. It's a classic. Bathory, their debut album. Arguably, probably the first black metal album, unless you want to consider Venom's black metal, actually black metal. But for me, this is, this could be black and death metal, this could be black metal. Iconic cover there, really cool stuff. Alright. Next, this one I was really excited to find. I don't remember seeing this before. This is the Stooges. Live at Goose Lake, August 8th, 1970. Don't like the little digipack, which is already bent. Anyway, this is a really cool album. 8 tracks on here, obviously released on the Funhouse tour. Features Loose, Down on the Street, TVI, Dirt, 1970, Funhouse, and LA Blues. So Funhouse is on here too, which I didn't realize till now, which is pretty cool. Probably not the best artwork. It's kind of a hazy picture there of the band. There is an extended essay in there, which is pretty cool. So I was excited to find that. Next, Cinderella, Live at the Key Club. Cinderella, one of my favorite 80s bands, 80s metal bands. This was actually recorded at the Key Club in Hollywood in 1998, even though it shows the photo there of Tom. This is a more recent photo, the guys will. Time recent. At first, they kind of sell it with the pictures. This is on Deadline? Yeah, Deadline Records. Try to sell it as, something from the 80s, but it's not. But also, it's a really good 14 track. Basically all stuff from Night Songs, Heartbreak Station, and Long Cold Winter. So yeah, basically all 14 tracks are from the first 3 albums. So really cool stuff here. Cinderella, my hometown band in Philadelphia. Next up, this I've been looking for forever. Now, I know it's very common. This is the Cure Greatest Hits, but this is not the version. This is the 2-disc version, which comes with the bonus acoustic CD, which is what I've been hunting down forever. I remember passing this up back at Tower Records. And Tower Records used to play, when this came out, used to play the DVD of this acoustic show over and over again. And it was just amazing. 12 tracks on, actually, I'm sorry. There's 18 tracks on here. So it's basically the entire album set list, but done acoustically, called Acoustic Hits. So yeah, I do own the single disc version of this Greatest Hits, which is very common to find, but this edition, which doesn't even really tell you that there's a bonus disc in there, it's just a hype sticker on it, so I'm excited to find this, finally. Next up, Midnight Oil, Blue Sky Mining. Got this at the Goodwill store. I'm sure people have seen this at the Goodwill store plenty of times. I actually don't own anything by Midnight Oil. I know they're a band with a huge fan base, kind of a cult classic band. I only know the hit song, Beds Are Burning. I'm not that familiar with this album. I've seen it so many times I finally was like, let me just pick it up and listen to it, see how I like it. Along with this, I got the Goodwill store, the La Bamba soundtrack. I love the movie La Bamba. Basically, it's based on the life of Richie Valens. And this is basically Los Lobos doing a lot of Richie songs along with other 50s stuff. Also, Brian Setzer's on here, Marshall Crenshaw, Who Do You Love by, the original Who Do You Love by Bo Diddley is also on here. And this one I'm glad to have again, Marilyn Manson, The Golden Age of Grotesque. I feel like, to me, this is his last really good album. After this, I wasn't that big of a fan of Manson. I feel like this is his, I feel like it's his very last really good album. And then this one I grabbed, The Hero and the Madman, Thin Lizzy. This is a United Kingdom import. 18 tracks. I wasn't that familiar with it. Basically just unreleased tracks from the early 70s. This compilation. Everything from like 71 up to 73. Cool stuff on here. The picture's misleading because it's not, mid-later 70s Thin Lizzy. It's more the folky Irish stuff that they originally released early in the 70s at the beginning of their career. Next up, I grabbed Free Highway. Did not own this one by Free, so I'm glad to add it to my collection so I can get one step closer to completing my Free collection. Obviously, Free, the amazing band with Paul Rodgers on vocals, Simon Kirke on drums, obviously would go on to form Bad Company. And also grab this one, Free at Last. Really cool stuff here. And then grab the Pretenders, Get Close. This was a deal at my local CD store where he told me grab 3 CDs for $1. This is one of the ones I grabbed. I did not own this one. I'm still looking for Pretenders too. It's kind of, you know, rare to find. I don't really want the deluxe edition. I just want the single disc CD. But yeah, I haven't owned this one. Features the hit Don't Get Me Wrong, 1986 release by the Pretenders. Another one from Marilyn Manson, I'm glad to have again, The Last Tour on Earth. This is basically a live disc released in 1999 on the Mechanical Animals tour. 14 tracks, everything from his debut album, basically his first 3 albums. 4 if you want to include Smells Like Children. This one I grabbed Autograph. Randy Rand, the bass player from Autograph. Did get that right? Recently passed away, sadly, just I believe yesterday, the day before. This is 11 tracks. Looks like kind of a compilation with some demos on it. Autograph, probably best known for their hit Turn Up the Radio, but there's so much more cool stuff on this. And I actually don't own anything by Autograph, so this is the first one. I grabbed this at Goodwill, Paul Simon's Concert in the Park. Obviously in the park, he's talking about Central Park. I'm a big fan of Paul Simon's solo hits. I think they're really cool stuff, like Kodachrome, You Can Call Me Al. I love that song. Still Crazy After All These Years, Loves Me Like a Rock, Diamonds on the Sole of Her Shoes. And obviously there's some stuff from his career with Garfunkel, Simon Garfunkel. America, the Boxer. America's a great song. Cecilia, Sound of Silence, Bridge Over Troubled Water, with Paul singing and not Art Garfunkel. Detective, their debut album. This is the Rock Candy Remaster. I finally grabbed the Rock Candy Remaster of this. Detective, it was a band that was signed by Jimmy Page to Swan Song Records in, I believe, 77. The most well-known member on this band is Tony Kaye, formerly of Yes, on keyboards. Also the guitarist, Michael Monarch, was from Steppenwolf. Lead singer Michael DeBar was with a band called Silverhead, which are kind of like a glam rock band. Decent album. A really good album, actually. Jimmy Page was actually rumored to produce this. It's, again, produced by a guy named Jimmy Robinson. People think Jimmy Page went by the name of Jimmy Robinson to produce it as an alias. But unfortunately, Jimmy Page was deep in his heroin addiction at this time. And, you know, Zeppelin were the biggest band in the world. I mean, at 77, the guys finally slowed down a little bit. So you gotta, you know, wonder if all that publicity and celebrity and, you know, the drug abuse just got to the band at the time. The track on here, Grim Reaper, is probably the best Led Zeppelin song that not done by Led Zeppelin. You could tell it's totally influenced by Led Zeppelin, circa Presence era, probably. This one's funny. I was actually just thinking about this guy the other day. Bad Case of Loving You was on the radio twice, and I don't listen to the radio. It's just on in my car. I hear it in between switching CDs, and basically when I get in my car, before I put a CD in. Anyway, I heard Bad Case of Loving You twice in one day, and it made me wonder. I was like, I don't actually think I own anything by Robert Palmer, so I don't. This is a greatest hits of sorts called Addictions Volume 1, and this was actually part of that, you know, buy 3 for $1 stuff. So I had to pick this up. And the last one I got for 3 for $1, Scars on Broadway. Side project of System of a Down. Basically, this is Darren Malakian. I never said his name right, his last name right, Malakian. On vocals, guitar, and bass. John Dolmayan from System of a Down also on drums. I remember listening to a few songs when this came out. I never bought it, so I finally own it, and I'll give it another listen. Next, you've seen on my last video, I did pick up that Led Zeppelin box set. I got box set 2. This basically features all the songs that were not originally on the Led Zeppelin 4 CD box set. This is a 2 CD set. As you can see here, it's a small box. Not that much larger than, height-wise, than a regular CD. Jewel case. Here you got a nice thick booklet. Lots of cool photos. Really cool essay. I didn't really get a chance, just kind of glanced through this really quick, a chance to see who wrote the essay. I know Cameron Crowe wrote the one in the other box set. David Frick. David Frick's a decent writer from Rolling Stone magazine. 2 discs. These again are in the jewel cases. They're housed in this pretty thick cardboard. And this does feature one unreleased track at the time, Baby Come On Home. Glad to own that to my collection. And this one I've been debating for a while about getting. I finally caved in and did get it. Jimi Hendrix Experience Live in Maui. This is a 2 CD Blu-ray. Blu-ray is basically a documentary along with some live footage from the show. This is kind of cool. It is a digipack, but it's magnetic to hold it shut. I do like that. And just open it up to show it off. Disc 2 there. Disc 1. Blu-ray. The only thing I didn't like is decent booklet, pretty thick, but it doesn't actually fit anywhere. It just kind of sits in the middle here. But again, like all these Experience remasters, really cool photos in the book, really good artwork. These are well done, and of course an awesome essay. And real quick, I know this is recent CD purchases, but I grabbed some cassettes today. I'm just going to show them real quick. Got the Beatles' Red Album, 1962 to 1966. Leonard Skinner, One More from the Road. Awesome, awesome live album. One of the best live albums of all time. Blizzard of Oz. This is the 95 remaster. For those of you who know me, Randy Rhoads is my favorite guitarist of all time. So anything with Randy Rhoads that I don't own, I have to pick it up. Along with this masterpiece, Diary of a Madman. Last 2 I was really excited for. Dio, Sacred Heart. You don't see that out in the wild too often. And this one you definitely don't see out in the wild. Jethro Tull, Passion Play. Look at that case. Lime green cassette shell. And this is an actual 1973 pressing. This is not a record store day or a, exclusive, anything like that. It's really cool. This lime green Prague masterpiece. All right, everyone, that is my recent newest CD purchases of the day. I will check you in the next video. Thanks for watching.